In this video, we are going to be replacing the clutch master cylinder on this 2000 Honda Insight. And so if you'll note here inside the engine bay, you don't actually see the clutch master cylinder. So what you have to do is you have to go and remove the driver's side wheel. You have to remove a bunch of screws to get off this liner, and then you'll be able to see the actual master cylinder right there. And that is a 10 mil bleeder right there. So ideally you have a box end wrench like this, you can loosen it. And so that's what you're going to start out by doing, is just make sure you've got access to this thing. And then the next steps that we're going to be doing for the master cylinder is underneath the car's interior by this clutch pedal. This is where you get really good back support. And you've got two 12 mil nuts. So one right there, and then there's another one. It's not focusing right now. There's one right there, and you gotta get both of them loose in order to start separating this thing. And then also there's a cotter pin, which is right there. So we're gonna pull down that cotter pin, and then we're going to be able to basically detach the pedal from the master cylinder, and then we'll loosen those two screws. We'll get off that bleeder port, and then we'll be able to fully remove our master cylinder. This is that cotter pin. Now that we got it out, it goes on like this. So this pin, this outside is actually facing the outside of the car right there, and then this is the inside part where you can actually see the cotter pin. You can't just pull this guy out. You need to first pull back on this little loop part here to get it to release. So it actually comes through that slot. So don't just sit there and pull down on this big loop. Make sure you're first kind of pulling down on that guy first, and then you pull on that, and then it'll come through. And then the other thing is, now that we got the two screws undone, I've loosened off the hose that goes from the master cylinder to the reservoir up here. And if I open this thing up, and just kind of confirm it's almost empty. And so once I finish loosening that thing completely, we'll be able to just pull this thing right out. Okay, so we're getting ready to put in our new clutch master cylinder here. And before we do it, obviously we're gonna have to remove this little plastic thing. Comes out just like that. But another thing that really tripped me up is the little lock nut here. This is a 12 mil nut, might vary depending on what you have. But what you have to do is, once you put this in your car and once you get your clutch line hooked up to this guy, you're going to need to adjust where this part is. This is the part that throws the pin through, that connects basically the clutch pedal to your clutch master cylinder here. And so you're gonna have to make this a different length, which is the reason why you can screw the black piece, backwards or forwards, but you can't screw it backwards or forwards until you get this lock nut removed. And they, for whatever reason, really torqued this lock nut down. So what I'm doing is I'm going to use a crescent wrench like this to basically stop the black thing from rotating. And then I'm going to come in with my 12 mil wrench, and I'm going to break the lock nut free, so that then I can install this thing without damaging it. Do that before, avoid a mistake that I made, and hopefully you can get this in the first shot. And also, these threads are very, very delicate. So this is soft metal. So you want to just be really careful that it's threading in nice. If you cross thread it, it's going to ruin the whole thing. So good luck, and we're going to keep on moving with this thing. This is the cotter pin. This is the pin that goes through the brake master cylinder, that little black metal piece we were just looking at, and through the pedal here. And then these are the two 14 mil or 12 mil nuts that hold the clutch master cylinder against the actual frame of the car. So we're going to be doing all that right up in there. And I'm going to flip this guy around actually, because we want it to look more like that. So you can see right now that basically this piece is not long enough, and I've got my loosened jam nut here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start reversing this guy. Just to make it longer. And then now you can see that that hole's, I need to do like maybe a couple more rotations. So again, just going to come down here. Come back up. So now that pin is pretty close. See how it likes that. So I am liking that. And right now the pedal is also all the way against the, the little stopper right there. And so I've got this guy dialed in. There's also some play right here. So this is how you adjust how much play there is in your clutch pedal, the grab point. And so I'm gonna spin my lock nut down onto that. Okay. And now I'm gonna try to find that pin. So we've got this guy. I'm gonna try to do this with one hand, so you can see this in real life. Basically, this guy's gonna come up just through there, just like that. So now that's happy. Now these guys are attached together. And now for the cotter pin, I'm gonna come up and I basically just shove this guy up that. So now that's locked in place. And I should have first did my two 12mm nuts right here. So I'm gonna go add those guys on, but you guys got to see how the tricky part is, which is this thing right here. And I'm gonna tighten up this lock nut once I'm happy with where it is. But yeah, so that is how this thing should look. Okay, and this is how things should look from the other side of the car. So these are the two places where those 12mm bolts are gonna grab onto. I need to tighten down this guy, but that is the hose for the reservoir for the clutch master cylinder right there. And so, yeah. Okay, so we just finished bleeding the clutch. So my wife was in the car and she was pushing the pedal down, up, down, up, down, up. She'd hold it down, and then while it was down, I used a 8mm wrench on this guy and would open it, and then you know, let the air bubbles out or some clutch fluid. And then once we did that, it took many times. It took about 10 or 15 minutes of just, you know, doing it before we finally had some like big burps come out of that little bleeder port. But finally, you know, the clutch pedal itself feels a lot more solid the entire way through, which is great. And yeah, so really happy with this. It's definitely been a ton of work. But now I can actually shift my car into gears, and thank you for watching. Hope this is helpful stuff. And I'm gonna have to start putting this all back together, but yeah.